In this lecture we will start with calculation of Y bus with phase shifting transformers and tap changing transformers. If there is no phase shifting transformers, then the Y bus is remain symmetry. That means the Y bus is a symmetric matrix. If there exist phase shifting transformers, then Y bus lose its symmetry. Now we are going to prove this. Why the Y bus will lose the symmetry due to phase shifting transformers. And one more point also we discuss. Due to tap changing transformers, the Y bus symmetry is not get disturbed. That means if there exist a tap changing transformers, if there is no tap changing transformers, Y bus is remain symmetric. But phase shifting transformers will definitely disturb the symmetry of the Y bus. That means if there exist a phase shifting transformers in power system, definitely Y bus become unsymmetric. But what is the difference between phase shifting transformers and tap changing transformers? Only one difference, sir. The transformation ratio is a complex number. Transformation ratio is a complex number for a phase shifting transformers, and it's a real number for tap changing transformers. Okay, so finally we are going to conclude what is the Y bus for tap changing transformers and what is the Y bus for phase shifting transformers. For example, let's say there is a transformer. It might be a tap changing transformer or a phase shifting transformer connected between ith bus and jth bus. Okay, so let's see, there is a transformer which is connected between ith bus and jth bus. So with the tap setting equal to T, otherwise the transformation ratio equal to A. But there is a difference between tap setting and transformation ratio. Okay, tap ratio, transformation ratio is what? Exactly inverse. See, transformation ratio means we generally say N2 by N1. Okay, transformation ratio is N2 by N1. But what about tap ratio? Sometimes in the problem he will give you tap ratio. Careful, tap ratio means N1 by N2. Okay, so careful about this. Transformation ratio is N2 by N1, tap ratio is N1 by N2. For example, let's say it is a tap changing transformers. We discuss in T&D clearly what is a tap changing transformer. A tap changing transformers, generally taps are provided on HV side for better control of voltage. So tap changing transformers are used to what? Control the voltage. Okay, but phase shifting transformers, what they will do? In addition with the controlling of the voltage, they are also going to control the phase angle, by which we can improve the system stability, and also we can have a control of power flow. Okay, so because if you are controlling the load angle means indirectly you are controlling the power flowing through the transmission lines or power flowing through the system. Okay, so let's say here I have a tap changing transformers. 1:A. Okay, where A is what now? Transformation ratio. Correct or not? N2 by N1 equal to A. What is tap ratio? Tap ratio equal to, I can write like this. Tap ratio is, for example, T. That is 1 by A. Okay, but careful, sir. Transformation ratio is A. Tap ratio is what? T. Okay, T equal to 1 by A. T may be greater than 1 or may be less than 1. Depending on the type of control you are choosing. Okay, for example, let's see, this is V2 and V1. V2 equal to A times the V1. So if you talk in terms of per unit, if you want to make the V2 per unit is greater than V1 per unit, then A must be greater than 1, T must be less than 1. Suppose if you want to make V2 per unit equal to V1 per unit, then A is what? 1. Suppose if you want to make V2 less than V1, then A is less than 1 and T is what? Greater than 1. Okay, depending on the control strategy, the value of A or T is going to change. Okay, but V2 equal to A times the V1, we can write that. Okay, and now let's see, this is a transformer. Let's say it is connected between ith bus and jth bus with series impedance is, let's say, ZK. Okay, the impedance, series impedance of the transformer is ZK. Okay, since we are doing it in per unit, referred to primary and referred to secondary, both are what? Same. So this is the series impedance of the transformer in what? Per unit, which may be referred to primary or which may be referred to secondary. And the shunt admittance of the transformers are generally neglected. Correct or not? So how to draw the equivalent circuit of this now? So we can draw the equivalent circuit of a transformer is something like this. An ideal transformer in series with an impedance. Otherwise, if you write it in admittance form, so that the things become very simple. Yk. What is that Yk? 1 by Zk. So this is a ith bus and this is what jth bus, and this is an intermediate node. You can assume, let's say, node number some m. Better to say 1. The current which is injected here is Ii. The current which is injected at this bus is Ii. What is the current which is injected at this bus? Ij. Now this current I can assume, let's say, I1. Clear? So the bus voltage here is Vi, the bus voltage here is V1, the bus voltage here is Vj. Okay, this V1 is, I am assuming, an intermediate node. This is an ideal transformer. Okay, so that means a practical transformer is represented with an ideal transformer in series with what? An impedance. Okay, now have a look here. What is the ratio between Vi and V1? Let me write like this: Vi by V1 equal to 1 by A. Vi by V1 equal to 1 by A. Clear? So from this, what I can write? V1 equal to A times the Vi. Clear? Where A is the transformation ratio. If you want to substitute tap ratio, you need to replace A with what? 1 by T. Careful about that. Now, let's see what is the relation between Ii and I1. Since A is not a real number for phase shifting transformers, the only difference is phase shifting transformer A is a complex number. For a tap changing transformer, A is a real number. Okay, so I will write that at the end. That means we are going to define separately Y bus for phase shifting transformer and Y bus for tap changing transformers. Okay, anyway, so if I want to write, if I want to calculate the complex power here and complex power here, since it is an ideal transformer, complex power here and complex power here is always same. So what I can write now? Vi into Ii conjugate equal to V1 into I1 conjugate. If I conjugate on both sides, what I can write now? Vi conjugate into Ii equal to V1 conjugate into I1. So if I write Vi by V1 whole conjugate, that is equal to I1 by Ii. Clear? What is Vi by V1? 1 by A. So that means simply 1 by A conjugate. A conjugate equal to A for a tap changing transformers. For a phase shifting transformer, A conjugate is not equal to A, because for a phase shifting transformer, A is a complex number. Okay. Now have a look here. We get here I1 by I conjugate. Sorry, I1 by Ii. Clear? So from this, what I can write? I1 equal to, otherwise Ii equal to I1 into A conjugate. Clear? Ii equal to I1 into A conjugate. See, these two expressions are very important, sir. V1 equal to A times Vi, but I1 equal to Ii by A conjugate. Otherwise, Ii equal to I1 into A conjugate. And one more important expression is, what is the relation between I1 and Ij? Ij equal to minus I1. Correct or not? So I can write like that. Ij is equal to minus I1. Ij is minus I1. Okay, Ij is equal to what? Minus I1, because I1 is in this direction, Ij is in this direction. Okay, now how to calculate the Y bus for this? To calculate the Y bus, simple sir. We need to write Ii as a function of Vi and what? Vj. Indirectly it is a two bus system. Now similarly we need to write Ij also as a function of Vi and what? Vj. Okay. So we need to write Ii, Ij as a function of Vi and Vj. So once you write the equations, we can define the Y bus for this two bus system. But this two bus system means in between we have a phase shifting transformers or tap changing transformers. The only difference is A is a complex number for phase shifting transformer, A is a real number for tap changing transformers. Clear? So now I am going to write the expression for I1. Let's see what is the I1 here. The current I1 equal to V1 minus Vj into what? Admittance. So V1 minus Vj into admittance. So I am writing the expression for I1 now. I1 equal to V1 minus Vj into Yk. I hope you understand. Yk is nothing but what? 1 by Zk, where Zk is the series impedance of the transformer. Okay. So Yk we are written, fine. So I am going to substitute here V1 value. What is V1 value? A times the Vi. Okay. So that is equal to A times the Vi minus Vj into Yk. That is I1 now. But I want II equal to I1 into A conjugate. So II equal to A conjugate times A into Vi minus Vj times Yk. Right. Now write the equation clearly now. II equal to A into A conjugate into Vi. Sorry, one more term. A into A conjugate into Yk into Vi. Clear? Minus A conjugate into Yk times Vj. Clear? A conjugate into Y times what? Vj. Now, this is one expression in terms of Vi and Vj. Just now we discussed. I need to write II as a function of Vi and Vj. Similarly, I need to write Ij as a function of Vi and Vj. Clear? So, that's what we are going to define now. Now, II we are written fine. Now, what about Ij? See, Ij equal to minus I1. Ij equal to minus I1. So, what I can write now? Ij equal to simply minus I1. That means, so minus into minus plus here. So, Yk into Vj. Yk into Vj. Otherwise, first we write this term A into, so minus A into Yk times Vi. Minus into minus plus Yk times Vj. So we have written II, Ij as a function of Vi and Vj. Okay. Now, how to write in matrix form? II, Ij is equal to something multiplied with Vi, Vj. So it's a two-bus system. In between the two buses, there is a transformer. Okay. Now, have a look. II equal to A into A conjugate into Yk times Vi. So, A conjugate times Yk. Clear? Now, have a look. The second term, minus A conjugate into Vi. Sorry, A conjugate into Yk, better. Okay? Clear? Now, Ij equal to minus A, fine, Yk. Then what about here? Yk. So finally, this is the Y bus for phase shifting transformer. Tell me, is it a symmetric matrix or unsymmetric matrix? Since A conjugate and A are not same, Y12, Y21 are not same. What you can understand from here? So Yij or Yji, better to say, Yij and Yji are not same. So that's why it is a unsymmetric matrix. That is why in previous lecture I given a conclusion that if there exists a phase shifting transformer, Y bus lose the symmetry. Yes, it is proved now. Okay, Yij is not equal to Yji. For example, if it is a tap changing transformers, for a tap changing transformers, A and A conjugates are same. A conjugate equal to A, that means here minus A into Yk, here also minus A into Yk, that means these two are same. So that means what you can understand, for a tap changing transformers, for a tap changing transformer, Y bus is what? Remain symmetric. But for a phase shifting transformer, Y bus lose the symmetry because Yij is not equal to Yji. Clear? So now I am going to write the nominal pi model for tap changing transformers. Okay, so but that's about for phase shifting transformers Y bus matrix. And now we are going to write the nominal pi equivalent of tap changing transformers, not phase shifting transformers. So let me write the Y bus for phase shifting transformers. For phase shifting transformers, what is Y bus? We calculated between ith bus and jth bus. Between ith bus and jth bus, we have a phase shifting transformer, okay, with a complex turns ratio. A is what now? Complex number. A is a complex value. Clear? Now what is the Y bus, sir, between these two? And one more thing, the series impedance of this transformer is Zk. If that is the case, what is the series admittance? 1 by Zk. And there is no shunt branches, sir. There is no shunt branches. Okay? So what is the Y bus we got, by the way? A into A conjugate into Yk minus A conjugate into Yk minus A into Yk, and here simply Yk. Okay? So since Yij is not equal to Yji, so Y bus is unsymmetric here. Y bus is unsymmetric. That is the conclusion. Since Yij and Yji is not equal, so Y bus is unsymmetric matrix for phase shifting transformers. Clear? Now, if it is a tap changing transformers, for tap changing transformer, what I can write? A is a real number. Same thing between I and J buses, the tap changing transformers is connected with transformation ratio A. Is ith bus and jth bus. Series impedance of the transformer is Zk. Series admittance is 1 by Zk. Clear? Now, what is A now? It's a real value. A is a real value. If A is a real value, A conjugate equal to A. But here, A is a complex value, so A conjugate is not equal to A. Okay? Now, what is the Y bus? Here, let me write like this. A into A conjugate means simply A square only. Why? A equal to A conjugate. So, A square into Yk minus A times the Yk minus A times the Yk and simply Yk here. So, this is for tap changing transformer. Since A is a real number, Yij equal to what? Yji. So that's why what I can write now? Y bus is symmetric matrix. Y bus is a symmetric matrix since A conjugate equal to A, Yij equal to now Yji. Now we need to write the nominal pi equivalent of this Y bus. Otherwise the nominal pi equivalent of this tap changing transformers. See, before that, let me write like this. The tap setting T equal to what? 1 by A. What is the T? Is nothing but tap setting. Careful. Because 99% in the problems, the tap setting is given. So T is the tap setting. So that I can write 1 by A. Okay. So if that is the case, have a look here. What is Y bus now? Yk by T square, Yk by T square minus Yk by T into, minus Yk by T here also, and simply here Yk. Now I need to write in this form between ith bus and jth bus. I need to write the nominal pi model. So nominal pi model I need to write between ith bus and jth bus. Clear? So for that we need to take the Y bus conclusion, sir. So how to calculate the series admittance of the any line connected between ith bus and jth bus? The series admittance to calculate, you need to see off diagonal elements. Minus of the off diagonal element is nothing but the series admittance. Correct or not? Clear? But the shunt admittance connected any bus can be written as what? Sum of that row element. Okay? If I add this first row element, otherwise ith row elements, I will get the what? Total shunt admittance of ith bus. If I add jth row elements, I will get the total shunt admittance of jth bus. Okay? But to get this, we need to see simple. What is that? Okay? So since Yij and Yji are same, so what is Yij and Yji? The series admittance of the line, minus of series admittance of the line connected between ith bus and jth bus. That means for a tap changing transformer, we are going to write a nominal pi equivalent circuit. That is the idea. Okay? Now let's see what I get here. So this is minus yk by t, that's why this is yk by t. Now what about the shunt admittance? You need to add these two. Correct or not? If I add these two, what I get? So yk by t, if I take common, yk by t if I take common, I get 1 by t minus 1. Correct or not? Yk by t square minus yk by t. If I take yk by t common, so 1 by t minus 1. Clear? Now what about here now? If I take yk common, I get here 1 minus 1 by t. Now just check. Okay, it is a tap changing transformer, but with nominal turns ratio. Nominal turns ratio means we discuss in T&D clearly. Nominal turns ratio means t equal to 1. T equal to 1 for what? Nominal turns ratio. Nominal turns ratio. अरे कर रहा क्वेश्चन है छोड़. So t equal to 1 for nominal turns ratio. If t equal to 1, what is the equivalent circuit? What is the equivalent circuit now? This is 0 and this is also 0. Admittance 0 means open circuit. Admittance 0 means impedance is infinity. So that's why what is the equivalent circuit now? Simple. We get like this. This is the reference bus. Otherwise ground. Only we have what? Yk between ith bus and jth bus. Clear? That's it. Transformer is represented with what? Simple series admittance. So there is no shunt branches. Okay. But if there exists a tap setting which is not equal to 1, then definitely the shunt branches also coming into picture. Now if t is less than 1, then what we get here? T less than 1 means this is positive and this is negative. That means admittance here positive and admittance here is what? Negative. Okay, so that means one arm represent capacitive and another arm represent what? Inductive. Okay, for example, if t greater than 1, this is negative and what? This is positive. Now that means again same, one arm represent inductive and another arm represent what? Capacitive. That means for a tap changing transformer, we get a series admittance and what? Shunt admittance between what? Two buses. If there exists a tap changing transformer between two buses, then between these two buses we can model with a series admittance and what? Two shunt admittances. In the two shunt admittances, one shunt admittance represents inductive and another shunt admittance represents capacitive. Clear? So that's about the tap changing transformers and phase shifting transformer. Clear? So for a nominal turns ratio, we get only series admittance. For off nominal turns ratio, apart from series admittance, we get two shunt admittances, and those two shunt admittance means in that one is inductive nature and other one is capacitive nature.